One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They'll give it to Johnson. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC's a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to set up the screen. He breaks a tackle. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Coming out aggressively. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. To the air, it's Sayin. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball.
And it's slipped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
To the air, it's Raiola. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll try to do it himself. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough. Move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 3rd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Tate. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on second and short. Pressure coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits zero. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The handoff to Johnson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Looking to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. He's loose. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
That's caught. It's Smith.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Peoples. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself.
The extra point is blocked. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Key. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Huskers will punt this one away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Got it in the middle, it's Graham. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their...
Lets it fly! And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He'll throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And this offense stays aggressive or they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the sticks. It's Rodgers. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Coming out with it, it's Graham. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Sayin. Gets open down the middle. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peoples. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Wants to throw again. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys. Got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off-play action on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Nelson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Cornhuskers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it over the middle. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Huskers send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The play-action fake. Looking left. Got his man. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that. Well, good coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters.
Nebraska, 14.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Gonna look downfield again. This time he's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Got a man. It's Hunter. Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
Trying to pound it in. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3.
Well, that's the right call to go for 2 right there, because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game, and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you had gone for 1, your opponent can take the lead with the kick, so nice job there getting it executed.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Graham. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Peoples. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Johnson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Cornhuskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Quickly complete. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now adjusting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
They took a shot into the end zone, trying to come away with a touchdown. Nice play by the defense. You're expecting them here to kick a field goal. I know there's time left in the game, but just tie this thing up and let your defense go to work.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Wide out trying to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes.